Welcome to the stream. Okay, so here we are back in DayZ on the LoneDayZ PVE server. This is season 1, which is the new server that's opened the other day. The original one that on the first video that I made was the old server. That was the beta and now has been, by the looks of it, completely disappeared into oblivion, which I never really believed it would. I was led to believe that it would still be around, but it doesn't seem to be in my list anymore. So yesterday I didn't stream. Some of it's a bit tedious, so I didn't bother. But I met a really nice guy called Mario, and he took me on a little expedition into the zone, and I made a lot of money, and I bought some gear. And I spent it. I made nearly 100 grand. And it's all gone. Well, we'll actually go now over to... Hold on a sec, my glasses need sorting out. We'll go over to my bank. And we'll see how much I've got. But I'm happy. I don't care that I spent it all, because it's going to make my life a lot easier. So we've got 7 grand, and we had nearly 100. Now these are the AI gloves and boots, and what that means by that, for those who don't know, is they are specially designed for some of the patrol AI that wander around the map, and if you kill them you can steal their gear. Now I like the boots. I don't wear the whole lot because some people do, but I don't wear like all of it because people will think you're AI, like that guy over there. But people wear a mix of it, you know. Well, what I like about the boots is not only can you put a knife in it, but you can put a gun in there as well. That saves a lot of space. That's the gun I got yesterday on my little journey. Now, what the situation was, I asked somebody about the key that I had found, and he told me all about what that key did. And he said, there's another key as well. And he said, and you get this for it. And I was like, really? Wow. And he said, and he put the key on the floor and he said, yeah, you can have that key. And I said, where is it? And he told me. And he showed me on the map. And we are here. Now you'll notice that a lot of the icons are missing because I've removed them all. I've got to do some more. Hold on a second, because they came back again after we reloaded the game. And these ones do not disappear with that one there. They're like, you know, you can see that I removed them all, because they get in your way when you're playing. But these are my ones. Military base, military checkpoint, water. So I know while I'm running about, I can see them, and I know exactly where water is if I really need it. Now I can remove that. I can remove that, so I can just play like that with a complete clear screen. But sometimes you really need to know what's going on with your stats down in the bottom right. But anyway, that's where we are. We're here at Green Mountain, and we've travelled all the way up here. And you'll see that there's bears. Really dangerous. We don't know they're there. He knew they were there, so he prompted me before we got there. There's one down this road. I think it might be there, or it might be there. I'm not really sure. Can't remember, but that's where we made our money. Killing the 5 bears. And then we opened the key, and we also did the first one. Which I can't actually see. That one. We went there first. So we went from here to there in his car, which was lucky. He had one. And we went to this base here, and there's AI there. And then we travelled all the way up there. So down there, we opened the first box with a key, and then we travelled up there and done that one. I got the gear, and then we travelled all the way down here to go and see the hunter trader. And that's where I made 100 grand by selling the pelts from the bear. Very good way of making money. And I had a bit of a clear out on my gear. So I bought a new backpack. This gear that I'm wearing now was what I was wearing on the original server, but obviously that got wiped and we lost everything. I had my vehicle and everything, but it's all gone. The night vision scope, I've got this, which is my cooking, but the good thing about it is it can store things as well, so you can store things in it. I've got a fishing rod. I've now got a samurai sword. I kept that because that's part of that. But really, I wear this now. This is like 95% protection. As in, with these ones, 80% protection, you know. I've got lots of storage that I will be able to. That's from the belt. Is there, which come in the kit that I actually got with the key. We can put auto injectors and stuff to help you while you're fighting, reviving you. We've got the belt, the pants. So I've got that much storage, but obviously I'll be putting that on my head. And I can still wear the light because I haven't got night vision. I don't think you can put night vision on this. And then the good guy bought me some pouches, so you can see him just on my body there. He bought the camouflage ones, but which you can get the blue ones as well. But I'm sort of thinking the camouflage ones are okay actually to go with the blue. But you can either get the blue or the camouflage. But in the store, which is over here, they're very expensive. So the gun, I bought that stock to give it more of a sniper rifle look. And these are the pouches he bought me, which are all stuff that you can add on. Medic stuff. This is my other weapon. Where did it go? What happened? Where did it go? I can still see it on the side of my body, but why did it get removed from the slot? It's weird. Why did it do that? For some reason that got moved down to the other slot. It's a bit strange. Anyway, so that's my main weapon. Built-in silencer. Very good weapon. Noise attracts them. I've got this one as well. Got a bit like a battle rifle. I haven't really used that. I've only got one mag for it. As I say, well, actually, I've got two mags for it. One's a 30, one's a 20. I've got to sort that out. But as I say, like, you know, I spent a lot of money. The backpack alone was 80 grand. There was 150 space. These two books, some people might think I'm crazy to carry them around with me, like, you know, as they're only books. But I know at some point in time they're going to come in so handy. You read them at a certain level. So that's a 10 to 20 and a 20 to 30. So as soon as I reach 10, because I'm not, you can see like on immunity, I'm only 5. But these books, we don't always find them, like, so I've kept them. So when I reach 10, I'll read that one, I'll get an extra 600 experience. I can drop that book then. And then I've got the other one for 20 to 30, which is 1200 points. Immunity is important. It helps you get up these stats here. I've got some other things to do here, but I'm waiting for the level 10. I'm at 8. So why waste the points in something that I don't really care about? That's not some, you know, so important to me. And then we've got some other stuff. So this is a good one. Zombie virus resistance. I've had that on here a couple of days ago because I played this a little bit just to get my stats up a bit, and nobody's got the gear to give away anymore like they did on the other server, because before the other server closed down everyone was rich and they just thought, well, we're going to lose it all, so they helped everybody. But now everyone sort of can't really help everybody because they haven't got no stuff themselves, like, you know. Everyone's sort of struggling to make money in that. Some people don't struggle. Mario, he's rich. He knows how to make money. But he's got a car, but that costs quite a lot of money. I think a few million maybe, you know. But anyway, so I've stocked myself out with some good ammo. That's my silenced. This is for this weapon, my main weapon. So I've got lots of for that, and then this here is for my pistol, which is in my boot. Built-in silencer again. 2-2. Got a night vision scope ready. Got a fishing rod the other day as well. Got my cooking gear. I need to cook. Some of this stuff like is not so usable now because the backpack has changed. You see, there's not so many spaces to put certain things. Like my other backpack, I could put the axe in there. I could put the fishing rod in there. I could put the red kit in there, all in this bar up here, and they would give you back space. So you lose space even though you buy a better backpack, but you're still better off once you get to the point where you think to yourself, well, I don't need that anymore, get rid of that, you know. Then you end up with more space to bring stuff back. So I think what we'll do now is we're going to head out. So I could wear that one if I want. And I haven't got rid of it just in case I end up needing it. In this one gets damaged or something, you never know what happens. And then before I do that, Take the glasses off. See the colour change. They like a bit of glare from the screen. But if when I come in here, I normally take my hat off and put my stuff back on, and I'm gonna be here for a while. I got my light just in case I need it. So we are ready. I had plenty of sleep before I finished yesterday's stream. So this is the new area. Oh my. Oh my, an M24. Thank you very much. That's another sniper rifle. I'm a sniper. This is the way I play. Right, so there's nothing in there. These bins. This is a donation place. Those bins are for scrapping, so that when the server restarts, every item that's in there gets removed from the game. So most of the time, people put stuff that is broken or worn or damaged. That's most people put clothes stuff in that one. Over here, and they don't always put things in the donation. They tend to put it in the scrap. Just something that people do. It's closer by where they are dealing with stuff, so they don't tend to run all the way down to the donation and pop it in there. Let's have a drink. Fill ourselves up before we move out. Oh, I'm glad about finding that that other rifle, because that's a. I'll have a look at that in a minute. I've probably got a scope on me that I can put on that. Whether I've got any ammo, I probably sold it all. Yeah, because I did have another sniper rifle. I had a Delta Pro, but it's bolt action, and it really is. It is sort of clumsy in this game. It also had no, the one before that had even worse recoil, which I can't stand. It just shoots right up in the air, and then you have to refocus on who you're shooting at. Crazy. So the one that you see on my back with the silencer on it, that's my new gun that I got yesterday, thanks to Mario. Mario uses that gun himself, so when I sort of said that's a nice gun, he was like, you get it from blah blah blah, and then we went into the story about it, and then he took me there, which I really appreciate. Right, so we've got this gun here, and it doesn't it doesn't have I don't know if if it has an internal. Yeah, it does. It in a magazine, but holds 4 rounds, right? But it's the same ammo. It's the same ammo of my new gun. See what that does for you? For me, anyway. Is it allows me to get a bit of space back. Or it might even allow me to put this on, but it doesn't. There might be a mount that I can buy to be able to put that on. But the good news about it is I've just gained myself some space back. See, I have different scopes for different magnification, because when you get too close, you don't really want some huge scope on there. Now, this one here has got the best scope in the game from what I've come across so far. That's a ×35. So, really sort of zoom in on people and that. So yeah, so we've just gained a little bit of space. So yes, I can carry 4 guns. 2 in the top bar. And 2... Where is it gone? Can even carry an oh no, not that. 2 in the backpack and 2 at the top. But we're doing all right. We moved them down 1. I'll have to pick up my keyboard in a little while because I haven't remapped past 4 on my controller because there's so much remapping I had to do. I didn't want to conflict them because sometimes it can happen. So I decided to keep it somewhat simple. I might change. Oh, hold on. We got rid of 1, didn't we? So we can move that down there. That down. Then move that. No. That's the. Oh, I see. We went round the wrong way. Like that. Oh, I know what happened, actually. I know what happened. It's me. It's me. I took my pistol out and it removed it. Right, so we got our main weapon, sniper, pistol, sort of battle rifle, and another sniper. So bring... Oh, I did it again. Did it again. Put it back. Ammo. Right there. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I have to constantly do that. Oh, I expected it to see 4 there. Let me try holding the button down. No. Right, so it must have 4 in there. Right, so we're sorted. Now, where to go? Yesterday, when we went driving, let me just check the stream, make sure it's still live. Yeah, yesterday when we went driving, I noticed a lot of animals on the way. And I hadn't actually gone that far in one specific direction. I'd always gone in another direction, and it wasn't that far away that I saw 3 cows in the field. And I do want to get my hunting skills up. I do want to get my hunting skills up, so although like bears are really lucrative like money wise, 3.5 grand I think, or maybe more, I can't remember, I think 30. Can't really travel that far right now. I could sort of go there. It's a hell of a long way to walk, and it's bear country, and that's why we would be wanting to go there, obviously, like, but I really wish I had my car from the other server, because I really would be going there. So much money to be made. By the time I come back and sold good old Mario, I tried to share with him, like, you know, the meat, the pelts. We had 2 each, but the meat, he let me have all the money for all the meat, and there was quite a lot of it from 3 bears, maybe 4 bears actually. No, hold on, maybe 6 bears. Because there was one on the way there, we just ran it over. Then we had to deal with 2, and then we've done what we had to do, and then we come back and there was another 2 that's respawned again, and then when we were leaving, we had to run over another bear. So we made a lot of money, and as I say, by the time I cashed in, I had 98 grand. Chicken. Can't use weapons while I'm in. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Can't use weapons. That's it. Go on, off you go. Go on, let's go. Let's be having you. Come on. Got a long way to chase this chicken, though. Takes quite a long time before you get out of the zone to be able to get your weapon out. It's all for points. That's why I'm doing it. I want to get my skill up. Go on, that's it. That's it. Go on. Over that way. Over that way. No. Keep going forward. Well, that's strange. There's a zombie there. Not gonna do it, is it? Just gonna go left or right, and I need it to go forward. Go on. I'll give up. It's just gonna have me facing it backwards and forwards. Okay, so I've got a bit of a problem with my controller, I think. There we go. We're in auto run now. I've programmed everything so to make my life easy. So now I can let go of the controls and he'll just keep running. Then I can do this. I can look around and see what's coming. Very similar to what I used to do in Scum. The way I programmed it all so that I could actually look around while I'm running. I look left and right to make sure there's no zombies in front of me that were going to come and grab me without me expecting it. Because that's what will happen. You know, like, I don't play like this even. I could play in first person. I'm starting to think maybe I might have a better chance at killing things in first person than third person. But time will tell. I've got to do some testing. But maybe I might switch to first person if I realise that my guns are more accurate in first than in third. Because I notice I'm having difficulty with the weapons I've been using recently. That's why I'm glad I got rid of them. Now that Delta Pro on paper looks like a really nice sniper rifle, but it's bolt action, and it does have a lot of recoil, and it's very noisy. Everything homes in on you once you fire it once. You've got to have silencers. Now we're going this way because I've never been this way, but when we did go this way, there was a load of cows down here, and I wanna kill them. I'm wondering if it's further down that way. I'll go this way a little bit further, but it might. I can't remember how he, the direction that he drove. I just remember it wasn't that far out. And suddenly we saw all these cows, but when you're driving, it doesn't take you long to get somewhere, does it? There we go, cows. Alright, so we get to test our new sniper rifle. He's laying down, so he's going to take a bit of time to get up. Oh yeah. My guy is very slow because he hasn't really got any points for speed yet, so it's going to take some time. So I just hope that nothing creeps up on me. But this is very slow. Now I don't know if I'm going to have enough room to put the hides in my bag or whatever, but whatever in it really. As long as I get the XP for doing it, I can keep the meat, no doubt, but I might not be able to get, if I don't even know if you get a hide, but I know with the bears you do. But it's all progress that I'm trying to make in my character. But whether I can or not, we'll see, won't we? But if I do, and I can manage to get them, because I know the bear hides were really big. They're really big. I couldn't put them in my backpack yesterday. But luckily, Mario had his car, so we just threw everything in there and then carried on. If I can, I would like then on foot to travel to the hunter. And and sell them, because I think that's the only place you can. Which is a long way, but it'd be a nice little trip. I do really like this game. I always have, years ago when I played it. I just didn't like the type of PvP players I was coming up against, who were pretending to be friendly and then not. And I just had enough of it. Badly damaged. Yeah, I know, because I used a very big gun. Let's find out how big they are. Too big, but there is a way. Why does it mess around like that? Do what you're supposed to. Right, so there we go. And we got some more fat. So I'm not sure. If we can add fat to fat. No, it doesn't look like it. Anyway, we didn't get much meat out of that because my skill is not high yet to get more. I haven't bothered to put more points in it. But yeah, I really do like this game, and I saw a really good server yesterday. Well, last night, we'll say, while I was watching YouTube, and I sort of saved it on my laptop, you know, the IP address. But for some reason, I don't know whether it's just I haven't stumbled across the way to do it yet, but I can't import and export my favourites or played servers from the installation on my laptop to my rig, because it would be a lot easier. But it isn't too, you know, so hard, but it would be nice if I could actually export the favourite list so that I'd be able to import it easily without having to search for the servers. So the next server that I'm going to try, which I think is a really great idea, what they've done, is The Walking Dead. And when you're playing in a team and one of your teammates gets infected and you don't get to save them, when they die, they turn into a zombie and attack you right in front of you. And I think it's really clever. They just spawn into a zombie. They drop, you know, they die and then boom. And it showed this guy playing yesterday on YouTube. It looks really good. And there's loads of zombies, but they can't run like they can in this game. They only can walk and shuffle, like, yeah. So there's loads of them, but you've got the upper hand because you can run. So it looks really good. And I'll do. Oh look, we got some more this time. I was just trying to see if I could have made more space. I don't think they stack either. Nope. Was that badly damaged? Badly damaged, yeah. Here you go. Now, if these were bear pelts and they were a good nick, I think I would call out for someone to give me a lift. But because they're not, I don't really want to hassle someone for such a small bonus to me, no doubt. But what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna try hunting trader. There he is. Now what I do is I put my own icons down, so I don't have to have them all. Right, time to get the laptop, the keyboard on that. I'm probably better off with it anyway, you know, on my lap, because as I say, I can activate some of those weapon stuff that I can't when it's not in my lap. Right, let's turn the mouse off. Play. There we go. Right, so now you can see that we haven't got like loads of icons on the screen like we would have if not. And I can see where the water is if I really need it. So if we look at the map, this is where we are, and we've got to go there. So what a journey we're on. I think I really need to buy a new Xbox Elite controller. I'm finding trouble with the D-pad. It's never consistently selecting my weapon straight away. Sometimes it takes me 2 times, and during a firefight situation, like it's not good. You end up running, or having to run while you're trying to get your weapons out. And sometimes you're frantically doing it, that when it actually works, you end up putting it away again. Yesterday, when we went to this place to get this this gear that I'm wearing, there's these really dangerous zombies there at this like airfield. Really excellent looking airfield. Some really excellent looking backdrop of this game, and you really appreciate it when you drive because you see it all, you know. Obviously it's a different sort of appreciation when you're running, you know. But when you're in a vehicle and someone's driving you just get to look, you know, look around at everything, and it's quite amazing. And we got to this airfield, and there's just these really dangerous zombies there, and we just had to leg it down the tarmac and climb on top of these cargo. Just gonna have a look in here. Yeah, and they go back to the center of the field. Yeah, we just had to leg it because they're really dangerous. And here we are, both legging it down this tarmac, you know, at this airport, military base, but it had an airstrip. And we got on top of this cargo container, and then we're just sort of shooting them all. But you couldn't stop and fight them. You have to run. Now, I don't know if this is bear country as well, but I really hope it isn't, because I'll probably die. But you got to try, ain't you? You got to experience it. My character's pretty good. I've got some stuff on me if I end up in trouble. Hold on a minute, is that an airport? No, it ain't. A big hangar. Get out of the woods. I just got a strange feeling I'm gonna come unstuck. I remember that tractor down there. Obviously, like, yeah, it might not be that very same one. It could be another tractor in a field. Now, I believe I'm playing this on Ultra. I don't think I dropped the specs. Extreme. And I do like it. And it runs nice. The only thing I don't really like is the fact that the server time is so short in my mind, you know. Always restart and you have to sit there waiting to rejoin the server again. That's the only thing I don't like. And being alone. Oh, I need a group. I need some people. Such an adventure when you're with someone else. Like me and Mario yesterday. It was such an adventure. Hold on, what we got here? Hold on a minute, is that AI? Okay, now look at them all in a line. Thank you, Mario, for this gun. Amazing. Oh, there's another one. I saw him. This is some gun. That's the first time I used it. Every other weapon that I've had in this game, I've had real trouble killing those guys. It's just useless, my other weapons. Thank you, Mario. Server's gonna restart. I best not go too close. Their bodies should still be there. I'm just worried that if I just saw that sign up in the corner. Let's go for it. I think it's got to be red. It was orange, so I think that's just like a warning. Might be 10 minutes. Ain't a bear, is it? Someone can find all this gear. I can't carry it. Don't know if we can unload this gun. No, it's too damaged. There was a gun there, but I don't think I've got the space for it. It'd only go in my hands. It's pristine, but we could have a little laugh with it and see what it's like. Oh, hold on, is that another one? Oh, yeah. Every time I see something white. Oh, they turned out right. I'll take it. Get a sign again. We massacred these guys. Oh, actually, before we do that, I want to see what it works like. Oh. You can see what I'm doing. What's this weapon? AR-15. Got 24 rounds in it. I want to keep this. I do want to keep it, but sometimes you have to say to yourself, You're risking your life by having to have a weapon in your hands. Because sometimes things can go wrong and you end up dropping your primary weapon by accident and losing it, which you didn't realise. Like you do something, like, I don't think it does it on this game, but it, because I tried it the other day, and that is like, I remember on vanilla, you had your weapon in your hand and climbed a ladder, dropped your weapon and climbed the ladder. Oh look, he's got a knife in that boot. Somebody will have a horde when they find this lot. That's for when I come back. Yeah, so although I would really like to take that AR-15 with me, don't actually think it's in my best interest. But we might be, there might still be when we get back. White thing over there. I think someone else has been here before me. Killed them. Anyway. That was so good. Hold on, just got to get my mouse back. Only got three ammo. And a 10. So we're switching this. I couldn't afford, well actually no, it wasn't the fact that I couldn't afford the ammo. You couldn't buy it. I couldn't buy it in the store. It wasn't there. So Mario had left by the time I found that out. But Mario would probably tell me that there's somewhere else you get it. Maybe black market or something like that, but I don't know where that is. Have a look what time it is. It's gonna get dark. We're gonna have to find somewhere to stay. I have to sleep the night. There's one thing I haven't got, and that's night vision. Now I could run along with a light. I've got a torch on my head, but that could attract things. Also, doing this running business, like, will get me XP for my skills. Wow, I'm so in awe about this gun. It's the ammo that's doing it, though. It's with my other guns, the different ones that I've tried, the SV, SDV, on the other. This is like on the other server. I found it was really difficult to kill him even with that, and that was 308. And then I had the Delta Pro, and that was just the same. But I think it used the same ammo. What the fuck is it? Wow, look at them. Lucky I noticed them. Don't... Oh, I know why my... I just thought to myself, why is my scope blocking out? But I think it's because of this helmet I'm wearing. Oh, we gotta get moving. I could take them on, and I might win. But I'm not willing to risk it. I've got a mission on my hands. Oh, that's why. It's an airdrop. And now I'm here. I could have claimed that, but I'm not gonna. You have to write in Discord that you're gonna claim it. The rules. So I'm not sort of up on doing that yet. So I need to sort of investigate that more and ask someone what I'm supposed to actually do. But it actually comes up on screen that if you're gonna do the airdrop, you have to claim it on Discord while you're 500 meters out or something. I'm right next to it when it dropped. So I could have got that, and that would have been. Let's just stop a minute. Here, free medical. So it would have been a lot of possibly injectors and stuff like that. And you know, and bandages maybe, and maybe a defibrillator or something like that. You know, you never know. I don't know. I've never done one yet. But as I say, there are rules of engagement in this game, and one of them is like it's notifying them on Discord that you're claiming it. That looked like a sort of a portable military base up there. By the tent. Oh, wrong. But, you know, as I say, I've got a mission on mind. Yeah, I need to know how much I'll get for these. If you know, if I will get anything for these skins, pelts. They're not pelts, are they? Of these cows, just to see. I'm sure, like Mario said, you will, but you get more for the bears. So I need to know in my own mind. Not that far away. Jolly Traveller. I was sort of shocked when I saw those, you know, what I didn't know was in the middle of that field. I really didn't know what the hell that was, and then when I saw them all, I didn't know that that's the sort of guys that you meet when you do an airdrop. But at least I know now. But I think I could take them on. But as I say, like, if I had have taken them on, I think I might have got in trouble, because that's, you know, I didn't know it was an airdrop and it suddenly just started spawning in, didn't it? So I might have got in trouble because they would have thought that I was doing the airdrop when really I didn't even know what was going on. But I needed to notify them on Discord. I guess that's just so, like, they can keep an eye on if somebody's farming and not allowing other people to have a go, you know. I guess that's what it's all about. All I can assume. So they can keep a record of who's actually doing them. So that everyone gets a chance. We're nearly there. What a beautiful game, eh? This is what you call open world. I always believed that, you know, when I stumbled across this game many years ago. I really worried. I'm 700 out. I'm really worried. It's getting dark, but we can stay there for the night. Sleep. But I'm worried because I feel like it's bear country. And if a bear comes along, I think I'm dead. Because there's nothing to climb on. I think I better get my sniper rifle. I think with this game though, right, is if you hip fire, you don't get the accuracy is really terrible. That noise. I'm lucky though, like that I've remapped my controls so that I've actually got auto run and I can auto jog, auto sprint. I didn't realise that I could auto sprint until I started experimenting with it, which was really good because it's not great just to be able to auto jog, like, you know. Can't turn my light on. Stop. They ain't turning on. I think the battery might have gone. We're here. At least I'm safe now. And I can find out what's happened to my battery in my torch. These things like that, you know, that you take for granted that everything was alright the last time you used it or whatever. And you really need to prepare. Now, what my plan is to get rid of what we can here, make some money. And then when we go back, I should have put a marker down, but I might be okay. I might be able to find it. I should have put a marker down though, but I didn't. We'll pick up as many of those guns as we can and take them back and sell them. I really should have kept my old backpack. So, so I could have stored everything and run back. A lot of people do that, but when you're unfamiliar with the territory, like, you have to consider the danger. Right, let's find out what's wrong with my torch. Battery's dead. So there definitely is a problem with this game, which I have noticed, and that is that batteries are draining even though they're not being used. I haven't used it. Got a brand new battery in it. I turned it on once and turned it off yesterday with Mario. Very, very hardly used it. And it's dead already. So we won't put it in, we'll just have it out ready. Alright, let's see what we can sell. Wow, 3 grand. That's 6 grand. Meat, 250 each. We've got 5 of them. I don't need any food to eat, so I'm alright with that. There you go. You tell me what my maximum amount of money I've got. Yeah, there you go. I've got 7 grand now. What I could do, just so we can have a look around. Before we do that, right? We need that. We like that ammo. I don't think that goes on my gun. RD. What? Oh yeah, because it's 30 mag. And then what did we down here? Wow. I think we just done ourselves a really good favour with what we did earlier. I think we just gained ourselves a couple of mags. Did. That's excellent. Yep. That's so good. My MK12. Now, I'm not sure, but I might swap that for the AR-15. I'm not sure what the AR-15 ammo, I think it was that, so I may just swap it. We'll see. If it's still there, that is. Right, so what I wanted to do, I wanted to take this. I'm not sure if this fits. No, it doesn't. I know it does fit one of my weapons. Oh, I remember now. I have to take that off. Keep them two together. Oh, we haven't got... Where'd the battery go? I had batteries in all of them, so I don't know what's going on there. But we'll put the battery in, just so we can have a quick look around in here. Don't know what happened then. Oh, I know what happened. I changed weapons by accident. Come on. You gotta be kidding me. What's going on? It don't work anymore. Oh, I see, I remember now. All these things like have got multiple ways of using the scope. See that, like, got an iron sight as well. Some really good scopes I've got. So you can go around during the day with an iron sight, and then at night you can use it. Anyway, gonna take that battery back out. Gonna switch them back. Gonna get rid of that battery. I was actually trying to find the dump area. Now it's getting a little bit light. I'm better see it. There's a lot of collectibles on this server. I guess it's for when you build your base and people come to visit, they can see all this stuff you got. 14 grand. These. Right, we're gonna get a little bit of sleep. In a moment, I'm just gonna have a little nose. I never looked around when I came here with Mario. When you're looking for stuff, always go to your inventory. You might not see something, but it will go up on vicinity. These. Right, let's get a little bit of sleep just before we run back. We won't need much. I really wish they'd allow it so we could look in our inventory while we're sleeping. Not even sure we can look at the map. I can't remember, but we're going to try. Right, so that's okay, as long as we can look in the map. So that was the... looking at the way we ran across here, and then we detoured around here to miss them, and then swept back over. So I'm looking for the house where the guns are. Really should have marked it. Because I haven't a clue. Maybe it's that. I don't think. Maybe it's that one. Oh no, actually that might be that long building. That hangar looking place I saw. Not sure. I don't think I even travelled that far over. Annoying. That might even be another one. That might not even be the same one. That might be there. I don't know. Or that. We'll have to just try and try the best that we can to remember as we're running down the. But you know, when you think about it, we would have run up here. I think we killed the cows around here, then we started running across here. Direct line. There's somewhere out in a field somewhere, there's a little building. It might be that one there. I think that's a little bit closer. But I'm sure if that's the one that we saw, it's here somewhere. Because it was just after doing that, so it could be that. We'll soon find out. Let's find out what my guy's like. Let's go. I'll wait till I get out of this goods and I'll have something for you. Don't really want to stop now. I am nervous. I think I'm sort of travelling the right way. But believe me, we will find it. I want them. That stuff. I can hear a helicopter. Obviously, I don't know if I'm going the right. Trying to line myself up with Green Mountain. There's the tractor. Ran on the outside, didn't I? I wanted to stay out of the woods as much as possible. Probably have to kill those guys again, and I haven't got that many bullets. So I've got to look at that, go parallel with that. So it's either that one or it's that one. So I'm gonna stick to the low level ground and sort of consider maybe it's this part here. Can always get so far and then turn around. Look. See, we're on mark because we went round that, didn't we, and carried on. So we're on mark. I didn't feel so bad running through this part of the woods than I did with the other one, because the other one was more near the hunting trader, so I expected maybe we would all, you know, foul to a nice big bear. And if it's any, you know, from what I saw yesterday, not just always one bear, could be two. And sudden death, unless you got something you can stand on. Have a little peep over this hill. I think that there. Oh, we've gone right over. We lost our way. I was trying to not hit the building. My controller's really playing up. That's right. See, the airdrop's disappeared now. I still think we're sort of, that's the correct line that we take. I think that's the field where the airdrop was. Yep. I think it's just over those trees. Mustn't get too close. Like trigger them if they're still there. But they're not. That's where they were. We've got a good chance of finding this building again. What's that place? For a minute. That's a garage. Yes, please. what I say about turning most of the icons off. They end up in your way and you can't see things. Just gonna cross over this tree. I've got a feeling the building's up there. Nice open land. Makes it easier to spot. Yeah, I should have marked it. Oh, I won't. Right. I go a little bit further this. I think that's it. Yep, there we go. Before I get there, let's just have a check at what storage I've actually got. I've got something. So, I'll get some pistols and one rifle, one gun, and one in my hand. I feel okay about running the rest of the way without defending myself. I think once I get these guns, I'll be alright. As long as there's no one here. Don't really want to waste ammo again. Uh-oh. Took all the pistols, but is it a 2? 3? I don't think we're going to be able to take that one. hear something, so making me think AI were creeping up on me. Good thing about this is when you switch weapons, you actually put the one in the other slot. So I'm better off with this weapon than the AR because I'm not used to the AR. But I decided I wanted to take it. You know, I could make a little bit of money. I only lost out on one gun really, and I wouldn't really want that gun anyway. We've only been to sell, man. Might only be like $3 that I've lost out on. Even if it was 6 or 7, I wouldn't really care. I feel like something's chasing me. Hear that noise? It's probably gunfire from up by Green Mountain. Going on there. Come back for you. Just hang tight. Actually, let's not make that mistake. As I say, you've got to be really careful about what you drop. Let's go. Won't let me do it. Come on. I think the server's just about to restart. It won't let me do it. Can't pick it up and move it. Oh, I did it. My knife out. Sometimes you can tell when the server's just about to restart. They won't let you do things. If I can't take anything from this animal, as I say, it's the experience that you need anyway. How annoying, I've just found that crossbow. I quite like the idea of playing around with a crossbow in this game. I think it might really help you when it comes to hunting, not damaging things too much. No way we could take that. Yeah, badly damaged again, like. But we got some meat to cook when we get back. Now, I will be marking this. I mean, I may not. I may not come back for the AR. It's something I have to think about now. Because I can't, you know, you can't have everything. You can have 4 weapons, like you can have 5 weapons, 6 weapons, maybe 7. Like I have. Let's get out of the way of that. They can't see me. Like I've got 7, in a sense. I think it's 7. 1, 2. Then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, you can have loads of pistols if you want, but in theory, like, you have your 2 slots there, your 2 slots there, so that's 4, and then your pistol and your knife in your boot, and then 1 in your hands if you want, you know. But it has to be a weapon that you're going to mainly be using to be out all the time, so that you can have another one in the slot and switch between them. But it always becomes a problem when you want to do something like I just did. You have to drop one. And if the server restarts and something goes wrong, you could end up losing your favourite weapon. So you always got to be aware of that. Now I do like the fact of the crossbow. Oh, we've even got a bolt in it. I don't know how long the bolts last. But I know you can reclaim them. But I'm thinking about starting to I want to see what it looks like in that position. Other one. Would I really want the AR? No, not as much as wanting one of them. But then I got to think about these two. I just got the M24. That is a bolt action though. I think we'll wait till we get back and then I'll start shuffling around things. I might sell that even. That's a bolt action. But again, it's probably really powerful because it's got the 338, which is exactly what that's got. And I found out that that's the one to have. Look at those guys in white, they died so quick. I was pumping loads of bullets in those guys on that mission that I've decided to abandon because I kept getting fed up a lot, wasting my ammo. Which you just heard. What you just heard was that mission. Yeah, we'll leave that door open. Maybe no one will take my AR. Because I plan on coming back for it. I like it when certain open ground there isn't many zombies about and you can just get around. Now you see that sign there, it says here 1 meter. That's because that particular mission that I tried to do, I completed it the first time, but the server restarted and it cancelled my completion. And so I went to do it again, and after killing one of the soldiers, it never registered anymore that I killed. So I just gave up on it. And then then some guy said reset the mission and do it again. So I tried that, and I killed one person again, and then I killed another, and it didn't register the second one. As you can see on my left, on the right hand side up the top, incomplete kill scouts in that town, and it only says 1. Even though I killed more than 1. So I gave up again. So that sign, that marker says here 1 meter. That's so I know I'm 1 meter in the kill zone of that mission. And I've got a feeling that's where you've got to stay for it to register. You can't run away outside of it. And that's the closest you get to that town, is that particular spot I marked, which if you look on the map, where am I? Here, right. The writing is there. Let me get my mouse. The writing is there, so you think like, oh, I'll run to that spot there, and it'll say that I'm in the town, but it ain't. It's there, and that's way out of the line. But that's the closest you get to being. If you go any way that way, the counter starts to go up 2 meters for that way, the other way, that way, or even closer. The counter starts to go up. You end up being further away. It's all crazy. So I gave up on it again. And I spoke to Mario yesterday, and I asked him about it, and he said, oh, I don't bother with them. I said, what, you just do your own thing, do you? And he said, yep. And I said, that's what I decided to do, just do my own thing. I'll just go out and travel. I don't know if everybody does that, or whether they actually do them, but I'm going to try again now I've got this really good gun, and I'm going to see if I can just get that counter to go up every now and then. If I just turn up there and they're there, I'll shoot another one and see if the counter goes up. until I get to 6. Then that'll be that out of the way. Just an inbuilt quest for the server. But that's all that commotion we heard. That's someone else turning up to go and do that mission. So there's probably a lot of dead bodies laying down there at the moment. But you can't get too close to those guys because they wreck you. And if you don't know what you're doing, you're dead. Because like you have to do surgery on yourself and remove the bullets and take. Well, I think you could use morphine, but there's other sources, many different sources that you can use to deal with the pain and then do the operation and stuff like that. And if you don't know what you're doing, you're in real shit. Have a quick nose. There you go, a bit more money. Usually find ammo here. I was just about to say, right, whenever you see a bag on the floor, always do your vicinity check, like by pressing your inventory. As you can see, I just got a tin of sardines, I think that was. Don't just think, oh, I don't want that bag, you know. And some of the magazines you can sell, some of them you can't. But still, if they contain the ammo, you can sometimes sell the ammo as well. There we go. Oh, we're doing all right here. We're going to sell all this. Let's see if it's got any ammo in it. Yep. Yeah, we want that. So again, we have to switch that and put our good one away. Where'd it go? Disappeared, didn't it? I don't think I picked it up. Maybe I did. I don't think I did because I clicked on it and it wouldn't let me, but maybe when I put the weapon down it actually picked it up. Now, since this server has been changed, like to a new, you know, they've gone to like season 1 on the beta on the other server. I think the other server is completely closed down, even though they said, you know, I was told that we should be able to still play on it. Everything's changed. Like up here, I used to come up here and find so much stuff, and I'm finding nothing. I don't know if they watched me doing it and saw that I was getting so much gear and decided, like, you know, maybe I'm not the only one, but I used to come up here so much and get like all sorts of guns, sniper rifles and everything, and now I come and there's nothing here. That's the guy that sent me on the mission. He's lucky I don't shoot him. you go. See, we've got no room whatsoever. But I still look. Oh, look at that. Oh, I had one of these on my other. I like vectors. They're the closest, you know. This is like the closest you could get to one of them. But this has a silencer. This is why I really like this. I've got one of these in Stalker 2. Damn, we're gonna have to come back in a minute. Like. Not using that ammo anymore. Get rid of this, get these guns, and then go back for them. Really tempted to sell that now. I don't use it, so it might be a better idea. Vector. Oh yeah. You're mine. It only takes a little bit of space as well. Now, there's not much more we can do. Would have been nice to have taken that in and sold it, but sell that. Don't know about that yet. To me, it's all about making money. I really want a car. Um, I've got to be careful about what I do. I have to check a bit more before I commit myself to doing that. I think I've got money. Yeah, 8 grand. 22. Getting better. Right, so check the donation. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna. No, normally I would take them and sell them, but I'll think about it. It might be that you can't even sell it. Oh, look at that. I do that so I can see how big the space is. Can't see while it's in. I would never be. Now if I didn't have what I had, that belt there, I would have got that. It isn't that big though, the space for it. What else have we got to sell? Let's close that down. Oh, we got another knife, which we'll give in the donations. I think we're going to be getting rid of a gun in a second. Because I don't like to always have to hold a gun, because I feel like I might make a mistake and have to lose it. Now, although I like the M24A3, I don't like bolt action when it comes to sniping. So let's go over here, sort ourselves out. So we're going to put that in there. A good weapon this is. And we're going to... Oh, let's make sure we got the space first. Yeah. Something's majorly wrong here. I can't aim. I think the server's about to shut. Oh no, 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 I'm being silly. I'm being silly. Can't aim while you're in here. God, it really puts me off. I mean, why can't you aim? Why can't you just not shoot? And at least we could do the things we need to do. It's not letting me select it. Probably have to do drag and drop, won't I? Yeah. Right, so what I was trying to do was I was trying to empty. There you go. No, you just loaded. I need that ammo for my other sniper rifle. So I've only got 3 in that. So let's go and sell this anyway, because it sort of solves a bit of a problem. I'm not going to switch from that other sniper rifle to be using this one. There's just no way. The other one's semi-auto. It's not coming up. It's not coming up. I don't even have a search facility for it. That's really strange. Normally you have a filter here. I'll show you what I mean. Put L BSS. Now you've got a filter option. So I would say you can't sell this gun or get any stuff for it. Which in some ways is good for certain people who don't want to sell it by accident, you know. It's going to always be there. The closest looking thing is the Pioneer. There's another sniper rifles here. I had that. Now, as you can see, like, looks like a good one, but it ain't. I had that on the other server. Still not as good as what I've got now. I was like shooting those white guys 4 or 5 times. Well, 5 times at least, I would say. And this wasn't killing them. At a 7.62 54. Rubbish. I had that. Didn't like it. Bolt action. I had that a little while ago and sold it. But I was just about to sell this, and it looks like I can't sell it. Don't buy it. So it's like you bring it all the way. I had that. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish, that is. I had a nice big scope on that. But the kickback on that is so bad. Just goes right up in the air and every shot. Right, so I expected to get quite good money for this gun. Right. That's that. Let's see what this guy's got.